1480 to get your answers to questions about your home and property. That number again, 513-563-1480. Now, here's Gary.
Hey, good morning and welcome. You know what? It's finally fall. It's high school football weather. It's a great time to buy or a great time to sell a house. And, of course, we're glad you're listening to the Rock and Roll Real Estate Hour, because today we want to give you a little bit of rock and roll and a lot of information that's going to help you with your home, your neighborhood. If you're buying or selling a house, we're here to help you. I have a wonderful lady, brilliant lady. She's an attorney, not just any attorney, but a real estate business law attorney who is partners at Robinson & Jones, and her name is Tara Jones. Good morning, Tara.
Good morning, Gary.
Hey, glad you came down.
Very excited to be here. Thanks for asking me.
Yeah, we have a history.
We do.
We've worked together over the past several years, and we teamed up again. Yeah, Cheryl Jeffers. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah.
With Home Instead.
Yeah, at Home Instead. Yeah, she brought us all together for that big event last Tuesday.
She did. It was great.
Yeah,
it was good to work with you.
Yeah,
again.
It was good. We're going to get into some nuts and bolts of what we're talking about today, but first, I'm going to give you a chance to win a $10 gift card to Starbucks. I want to say hi to Facebook. Hi, Facebook. That came on just in time.
Yeah.
Technology. All right, so here you go. The number is 513-563-1480. If you can answer this question, and you are eligible if you haven't won in the past 12 weeks, answer this question, you get a $10 gift card to Starbucks. In 1973, the superstar released an album called Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. Who is the artist? Pretty simple.
Yeah. We'll see.
Anybody and everybody that knows music a little bit will know the answer to that question. He produced and released an album called Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. It was a big top seller for this guy, too. So call us at 513-563-1480. If you have a real estate question, a real estate law question, anything to do with trusts, wills, power of attorneys, and we answered a lot of questions like that last Tuesday.
We did. It was a good group.
It was a great. I love the one little old lady. She had some really great questions, didn't she?
She was very opinionated. Yeah.
Yeah. She knew what she wanted.
She did.
So, you started off with the company, what, about 10 years ago, 12 years ago?
Yeah, so I graduated from law school in 2003.
Okay.
And joined a law firm in Covington. I'm licensed in Kentucky and Ohio.
Okay.
And then in 2006, my dad, Jim Robinson, invited me to become part of his firm up in Oxford, Ohio.
Okay.
So is that...
No, go ahead.
And so since 2006, I've been doing estate planning law and real estate and some small business.
Okay. So Jim Robinson's your dad.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He sure is. He's still practicing up in Oxford. He focuses primarily on estate planning and probate matters. Probate meaning after the loss of a loved one, he helps navigate the family through that process.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
Okay.
You know, your company's unique in the fact that you help folks and families in every step of their lives.
We do.
From estate planning advice after starting a new family to helping them sell their business in retirement.
That's exactly right. Yeah.
No,
and
that's a lot of stuff.
It is a lot of stuff, and I love it. I love what I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also notice on your website you do criminal litigation.
We do. There's an attorney in our firm named Matt Weissman, and he handles our criminal defense practice area.
That's a whole different ballgame.
It is a whole different ballgame. And he comes from a family of small business owners.
Okay.
So he also does some small business work as well. But he's been both a prosecutor and a defense attorney. So he has a unique perspective that he brings to the firm.
Yeah, that's RobinsonJonesLaw.com.
RobinsonJonesLaw.com. That's exactly right.
Yeah, that's your website.
That's right.
Great website.
Thanks.
Very simple, but it's a lot of good photography and a lot of succinctly well-placed information about what you do.
Good. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Also notice you handle adoptions, too.
We do. It's one of my favorite practice areas because it's such a happy time in people's lives. I really enjoy that. Both step-parent adoptions, newborn adoptions. It's a great area to practice in.
Okay. So does that take? I know one of my person on my team, one of the mortgage lenders, they just wrapped up adopting their daughter, and it took several years.
So normally it doesn't take that long. If we're dealing with an international adoption, it can take a lot longer.
Yeah, yes. That's what it was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that can take a couple of years. Domestic adoptions don't usually take that long.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you personally concentrate more on the business side of.
I do. About 50% of my practice is estate planning.
Okay.
And then the other 50% is a combination of real estate and small business work and probate work as well. So I do get into the probate court every once in a while.
I have a lot of realtors tuning in, a lot of musicians, and if you have a band and you want to LLC yourself, call Tara.
Yeah.
She took care of Bluestone Ivory.
I did. That's right. That was fun to work with you on that as well.
We're still BSI Productions, LLC.
Yep, LLC. That's right. Yeah, I actually really enjoy helping people set up their business. You know, you as the business creator have your visions and your goals and your dreams. Turn the more boring stuff over to us. We'll take care of it. We'll get you all set up and ready.
We have a hard time doing the quarterly meetings and keeping all the minutes and all that. We do get together twice a year.
Good. That's good.
And we do take some minutes, but
yeah. They can be simple.
Yeah, it's very simple.
Yes.
You get 7 people with 7 different opinions and ideas together, and you figure it's going to be about a 45-minute, an hour-long meeting. It goes 3 hours.
Oh, is that right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
That's good, though. You talk about things.
We do.
That's good.
Yeah. Well, we're in our 20th year.
That's amazing.
Bluestone Ivory, yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah, so we're doing something right.
You are doing something
right. Keeping everybody together.
That's right.
Most bands come and go in a matter of 2-3 years.
Yeah, and if you haven't seen Bluestone Ivory, I highly recommend them. I've gone to see you many times, and it's a lot of fun.
Thank you. Appreciate that. So there was a couple of really good questions last Tuesday night pertaining to, and just to let the folks know, it was called The Talk, and Cheryl Jeffers with Home Instead put the panel of experts together, and we had, we had Jack Brindamore, we had Jackie Denny from Everything But the House. We had you on the attorney at law. We had Larry Pete with KBC Remodeling, who specializes in staying in place. They're staying place certified. And we had Nikki Trish with the Medicare Plan Store. We had Kim Beach, which was with the Village Insurance. Everybody that could help seniors and their families answer their questions about what do we do when mom and dad can't live in their present house?
Exactly.
What do we do when they want to move in with us, when they're thinking about going into a retirement community? What do they do with all their stuff? What do they do with their property? How do they do it legally? How should we set this up now?
Yes.
Yeah, that's your expertise.
Yeah, that's right. Setting
up the real estate and the stuff now.
Yes.
And that's called a trust, right?
Yeah, so a trust is definitely an option that people can consider as a very effective estate planning tool. A trust is a legal document, and it can be part of your estate plan. The benefits of a trust, and I was going to focus today on the most common kind of trust I draft, which is called a revocable living trust.
Okay.
There are a number of different kinds of trusts that you can create, but the most common is a revocable living trust. The creator sets forth a distribution plan in the trust document itself, and you can transfer assets in and out of a trust. It can be amended as many times as you'd like to work with what your needs are. And any asset in your trust at the time that you pass avoids probate.
Okay.
So that's one of the biggest benefits of a trust document and you can hold title ownership of your house, bank accounts, checking accounts, investment accounts, cars.
Yeah.
And it's a great estate planning tool.
Wow. I experienced the use of a trust just yesterday.
Yes.
Had a gentleman he's a retired veteran, and he's also an injured veteran. So with his VA financing, he didn't even have to. His VA funding fee was waived, being a injured veteran. He's in the process of getting divorced, and his soon-to-be ex-wife needed to sign dower rights.
Correct.
Who she refused It's like the day before closing. I'm not signing anything. Yeah.
Yes. That can be a problem.
It could be, yeah. Now, here's the seller. They're closing Tuesday on their new home.
Yeah.
We were supposed to meet yesterday at 1 o'clock, and somebody came up with the idea that we can avoid her dower rights by putting the house in a trust. So the attorneys got together and they put together a trust, had him sign all the trust documents, got it up through underwriting, and we closed yesterday.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm glad that worked out.
Like in 12 hours.
In 12 hours. Yeah, so is the business of real estate, as I know you know very well.
And I thought about you, but the title company, they came up with the idea.
Sure. Good.
And they said, well, we could do this. Do you think that the buyer will be on board with that? Well, yeah, he'll do whatever.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
At this point,
yeah.
Right, you're 12 hours out or 24 hours out.
I mean, this is like the perfect house for him. And,
good.
And his soon-to-be ex just says, I'm not signing.
I'm not signing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No way.
Yes. And for your listeners that are probably somewhat familiar with this, but, Ohio is only one of a handful of states that still has dower.
Explain what dower is.
Sure. So dower is a law in Ohio that protects the rights of spouses. So, for example, if my husband owned our house, simply by being married to him, I have an interest in any real estate that he owns in Ohio.
And he can't sell it without you?
He can't sell it without me signing off on the deed,
right.
Or maybe trying to find some other ways. And there is a movement in our legislature to eliminate dower, but today we still have it.
Yeah.
So
we're one of about 12 states in the entire country.
Yeah, I think it's even less than that now.
Is it?
But yeah,
Okay.
There's not very many left.
All right.
So we still have dower.
Isn't there a plus side to dower?
So, yes. Arguably, the plus side is that if you just don't get your real estate into the name of both spouses, that if one of the spouses dies and they happen to be the title owner, the surviving spouse still has an interest.
Okay.
And an executor, for example, can't sell the house from underneath the surviving spouse without his or her permission.
Gotcha. Gets kind of sticky when one spouse or the other passes away. Yeah,
it does.
And they're still on record. Then you have to come up with all the death records and whatnot, right?
Yeah, so I actually have an example. I'm working with a couple where the husband inherited over 100 acres of land in Ohio before he got married. Once he got married, his wife now has a dower interest in all of that property, which he wasn't aware of.
Oh.
And that's okay. But when they came to see me, we put together a plan to protect the wife if the husband were to die first. We're going to add her to the deed. With rights of survivorship, which means that if the husband were to die first or if the wife were to die first, the surviving spouse takes title to the property and you don't have to involve a probate court.
Right. I would like to take this moment and express my gratitude to all the troops, the veterans, and the first responders. These are the men and women who selflessly strive to keep our nation and city streets safe and free. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're out and about and you see somebody in a uniform, give them the thank you sign from afar. Go up and shake their hand. Let them know that we thank them from the bottom of our hearts for everything that they do for us to ensure our freedoms in the United States of America. We've been talking with Tara Jones. She is with Robinson & Jones, real estate attorney. Her number is 513-523-4111. We need to go away for our first break. When we return, we're going to have a moment with Myles, and then Tara and I will discuss different types of deeds. So you're listening to the Rock and Roll Real Estate Hour on WDJO, which is the flagship station for FC Cincinnati Soccer, 1480 AM, now FM 995 and 107.9.
What if, instead of shelling out hefty fees for a few days of legal help, you paid a monthly membership and got a law firm for life? Legal Shield provides affordable, comprehensive, full full-service legal and identity theft coverage. Legal Shield offers personal and business plans that cover virtually all legal contingencies. Contact Gary Rossignol, your independent Legal Shield associate, at 513-543-2513 or visit lsgaryrossignol.com. With Legal Shield, you can live life knowing you have a lawyer in your back pocket. At the same time, isn't emptying it. Rossignol.com. With Legal Shield, you can live life knowing you have a lawyer in your back pocket. At the same time, isn't emptying it. The Tri-State F100s Club invites you to Sin City Harley-Davidson's annual Cruise-In, Saturday, October 12th on Tennessee Avenue, just off the Norwood Lateral. Great oldies from Cincinnati's Oldies Network, WDJO with concessions, vendors, Harleys, and lots of classic cars and trucks. Registration $10 for the car show. Starts at 10, closes at 1. The top 30 cars and trucks receiving special awards, plus Best of Category and Best of Show, featuring door prizes all day long. That's the annual F100s Club Cruise-In at Sin City Harley-Davidson on Tennessee Avenue. Saturday, October 12th. Be there!
Choosing the right rehabilitation center is an important decision for inpatient or outpatient therapy services. The Advanced Therapy Center at Chesterwood Village utilizes the most advanced equipment available for the best possible outcome. The Advanced Therapy Center at Chesterwood Village features individual treatment plans provided by professionally trained and certified therapy professionals. That includes a speech therapy suite, a HydroWorks pool with a movable floor for low-impact activity, a Mototech C-Mill treadmill for hip and knee replacement recovery, and a MotoMed movie for muscle stimulation and activation. If you have a scheduled surgery, contact Jane at 513-326-0040. That's 513-326-0040 to schedule a tour or visit hillandale.com.
You know, it's easy to turn your unwanted, broken, or unused gold and silver jewelry and coins into needed cash. Gold and silver class rings, wedding bands, and coin collections can all be turned into needed cash fast at Franklin Street Coin Company in Evendale. They are paying more because they buy more. Get the highest prices available fast at Franklin Street Coin Company, a proud sponsor of Ohio State sports. Go Buckeyes! Join the Donna Schwaben Society for their 10th annual Oktoberfest Car Show, Sunday, October 6th. All cars welcome. Registration $15 from 10 to noon with awards at 3. Fun for the whole family. Door prizes, dash plaques, and trophies. Plus, you'll get to experience a real Oktoberfest. 25 beers on tap, authentic German food, live entertainment. Admission to Oktoberfest, $3. Kids under 12 free. Courtesy on-site parking and shuttle service available at Lowe's, ABC Daycare, and St. John's. Visit the Donna Schwaben Society Facebook page for all the details.
Get on. Let's rock the house.
Thanks for staying with us. I know you won't regret it. I'm your host, Gary Rossignol with RE/MAX Preferred Group, better known as Cincinnati's Rock and Roll Realtor, and I'll explain that later in the show. But now, here's the moment we've been waiting for.
So I'm sailing for tomorrow.
This is the captain of our ship, Myles Beersford, with his prophetic moment with Myles.
Hey,
good morning, Myles.
Rock and roll, my friend. Gary, I am so glad that you are talking about the coming soon craze that has erupted in the real estate industry. The most important question an agent must ask themselves is, why would I recommend a coming soon advertisement for a particular listing? Does the method hold true to the best interest of the seller? At RE/MAX Preferred Group, the agents are encouraged to always look to our core values prior to advertising or advising a client on anything. Is it going to show integrity through adherence to the real estate code of ethics? Will you be showing that you are trustworthy? Will what you are about to do be fair and honest? Will it be done with excellence? Will you be displaying leadership in the industry? These are our core values. And that's this morning's Moment with Myles.
Oh, that's a good one, Myles. And glad you brought that up. We had a house in the neighborhood right down the street went on the market, and they had the big "Coming Soon" sign in the yard. Now, we have some specific rules on how you handle the "Coming Soon." You're not allowed to show it, not allowed to let any agent show it during the "Coming Soon" period. You can do that up to 10 days prior to actually it going live on the MLS. But they happened to have a garage sale the week before, and they had their home open. And I told Mary Jo, I says, watch it. They're going to have an open house on Sunday. Sure enough, 8 o'clock Sunday morning, it went live on the MLS. They had the open house, and "Coming Soon" then became a regular listing. So they followed the rules. That's what you got to do. So thank you very much for that, Myles. That was Myles Beersford. Him and his wife, Christine Beersford, are the owners of RE/MAX Preferred Group, and we love them. RE/MAX Preferred Group is the largest RE/MAX office in the state of Ohio. Want to add another gift for our trivia question. How about a $50 gift, $50 coupon for a full truckload with Junk King? And the question is, 1973, this superstar released an album called "Goodbye Yellow Brick Road." Anybody that knows that answer will get a $50 off on a truckload from Junk King. That's huge. And at this time of year, you need to call Junk King. You got to get all that stuff that you've been piling up all summer out of the garage, out of the basement, out of the attic, and say goodbye to it. And they recycle 65%. They repurpose over 60% of everything that they pick up. It just doesn't go into the landfill. So that's huge. Later on in the show, we're going to have a little visit with Ria Davidson of the Dragonfly Foundation. You don't want to miss that. Next week, my guest is Jo Potvin, and she has a company called Design to Market, a professional home stager, and she's an interior design company to help you sell your home fast and for top dollar. That'll be a great interview. We've got a lot of regular listeners. I'm happy and grateful for each and every one of you. Folks on Facebook, if you like what you see in here, like my page, like this segment. Let us know that you are getting something out of what we're talking about today. My guest today is Tara Jones with Robinson & Jones, a father-daughter company.
That's right.
That's great.
Yes.
That's good. 513-523-4111 is their phone number. So let's talk about different types of deeds and our purchase contract. On page 6 of our purchase contract, I'm sure you've seen this.
Yes.
It says the seller shall convey marketable title to the real estate by recordable and transferable deed of general warranty or fiduciary deed.
Yes. So, Gary, a general warranty deed includes some warranties by the seller that they are passing along clean title to the buyer. In other words, there are no liens on the property. Any mortgages are going to be taken care of within a matter of days after the closing. Mm-hmm. There's no mechanics liens by a contractor on the property. So there are warranties in that deed. Whereas some people have heard of a quitclaim deed that does not include those warranties.
Okay.
And then a fiduciary deed is one that would be used in the case of a seller that holds title of their property in a trust.
Oh, okay.
Or if it's being sold from an estate after somebody has passed away. There is a fiduciary that steps in the role as the seller and then signs the fiduciary deed.
Do they have the same warranties that a general warranty deed have?
A fiduciary deed can have the same warranties. Usually if it's being sold from an estate, the seller isn't necessarily able to provide all of those warranties, so that it can go either way.
Now here's the big question.
Yes.
It states in here that the seller will provide a general warranty deed, which gives the buyer all these warranties. How are they guaranteeing that?
Okay, that's a great question. Usually what happens...
It's a loaded question.
It is a loaded question. Usually what happens is that the seller, if you're working with a lender, a bank or a credit union, the bank will require the buyer to have a title search done. And then the title search should show any existing liens on the property. But the seller does have responsibilities to make sure that they are passing along good title. So if they haven't had a title search done recently, a seller can also purchase a title search in addition to the buyer.
But there's some things that can slip through the loopholes in a title search, too. Things that are not detected.
That is true.
Don't you think, now this is just me, and I'm a proponent for owner's title insurance.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you think it would be a seller's responsibility to provide the new buyer with owner's title insurance to guarantee what they're saying in this contract?
So if a seller does provide owner's title insurance, it does really drastically reduce any risk that the seller might have in the future from the buyer coming back and saying, hey, something slipped through the title search, didn't show up. So I think title insurance is, I tell my clients title insurance is never a bad idea. There is a cost involved, but it's usually not that expensive for peace of mind.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, for example, 2 years later, they go to refinance and they find out, oh my gosh, what's this mechanics lien?
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean AJ Roofing Company still has $5,000 due?
That's right. That I've seen it happen. I'm sure you have too.
Yeah.
Those things.
I don't think there's any. I meant to say Acme Roofing Company, but there might be but so and so contractor.
Mm-hmm.
We're not pointing out any.
Sure. I know what you mean. Right, exactly. Yeah, it could be any number of contractors that have worked on the property.
Or the big one is the previous owner's mortgage got paid.
Yep, and wasn't released.
Yes. And it's still on record.
That's exactly. And I've seen that happen.
Yeah.
The mortgage company is supposed to release the mortgage within a certain number of days, but as you and I have both seen, that doesn't always happen.
Now, how much does a title search cost? If somebody were to call you, and by the way, you can call Tara Jones at 513-523-4111 anytime this week and ask her these questions.
Yes.
But if they wanted to do a title search before putting a house on the market, what would the cost be for that?
Usually a title search when we're dealing with one parcel of property, one lot, is around $175 to $200.
Get out of here.
No.
That's it?
Yeah. Every once in a while, if the property has a really long chain of title, it can be bumped up to $250.
Okay.
But it's definitely, if there's multiple parcels, it gets a little bit more expensive.
Yeah, right.
But one parcel,
So wouldn't that be a smart idea for a seller? And I always say, you might as well just have the home inspected before you put the sign in the yard.
Yeah.
Get the title searched.
Right.
Yeah.
Title insurance has a different fee schedule, but a title search is usually around $200.
That's not bad.
So for peace of mind.
That is not bad at all.
That's right.
So we do need to go away for our second break. When we come back, we're going to have my music history, and we're going to talk about, is cash really king? Especially when it comes to buying a home. You're listening to the Rock and Roll Real Estate Hour on WDJO, flagship station for FC Cincinnati Soccer, 1480 AM, now on FM 995 and 107.9.
I'm John Engelhardt, mortgage loan officer with Huntington. At Huntington, we truly believe in looking out for people. We listen to your questions and concerns, and with more than 30 years experience, I've helped thousands of people like you buy or refinance your homes. I'm all about the communication, and I'll take you through the process step by step to help you meet your home goals. My goal is to set the right expectations and inform you about all of your mortgage options. Are you a renter? Tired of paying somebody else's mortgage and have nothing to show for it? Think you can't buy a home? Well, how do you know? One way to find out is to talk with me. At Huntington, we do free pre-approval so you'll know what you can afford and what steps you want to take next. Call me at 859-342-2512. Again, 859-342-2512. NMLS number 532226. The Huntington National Bank is an equal housing lender, member FDIC. Cincinnati's Oldies Network, WDJO, and Omar are proud to present the music of the greatest entertainer of all time, Elvis Presley.
Bright light city gonna
The Elvis Tribute Artist Spectacular Special 2020 Birthday Edition returns to the Aronoff Saturday, February 29th, featuring Sean Clush, Cody Ray Slaughter, and Ryan Pelton. Special guests include the Blackwood Quartet and the fabulous Ambassadors Band. Don't wait. Tickets on sale now at CincinnatiArts.org or visit ETASpectacular.com.
Hi, this is Mark Elliott from the WDJO Morning Show. I buy things online all the time. Books, clothes. Why not a car? So I thought I need a car. I started looking at used cars online, Craigslist and things like that. And then I thought, I don't know anything about cars. How do I know I'm not getting ripped off? So when I got this car, it had like a 7-day return. I immediately took it to John Nolan Auto Service. They looked it over from top to bottom. They checked everything, the tires, the transmission, all those words under the hood that I can't pronounce and know anything about. They gave me a complete list of what was wrong with the car. So I knew if it was the right deal or not. They really helped me out. And they'll do the same thing for you for just $59. It costs a lot more than that to get it inspected. But right now, for WDJO listeners only, so tell them you listen to WDJO, they'll do the inspection for you, whether you're buying a car from Craigslist or a dealer or anybody else. 859-291-8833. That's their number. They're in Newport, 859-291-8833, a $59 inspection of the car you want to buy, available now from John Nolan Auto Service.
Take a step back away from the hurried life you live today and relax. Take a stroll through Covered Bridge Antique Mall. For the past 25 years, take a step back away from the hurried life you live today and relax. Take a stroll through Covered Bridge Antique Mall. For the past 25 years, they've been the go-to shop for treasure and bargain hunters from the tri-state and beyond. Beautiful antiques, jewelry, collectibles, and one-of-a-kind items. Covered Bridge Antique Mall, a truly unique shopping experience. 7508 Hamilton Avenue in the heart of historic Mount Healthy. 513-521-5739.
The annual Ohio Sauerkraut Festival kicks off Saturday, October 12th in historic downtown Waynesville, Ohio. The Ohio Sauerkraut Festival is a 2-day top-rated event with an eclectic mix of arts and crafts from ceramics to woodworking that attracts over 350,000 visitors each year. Get an early start on holiday shopping with unique gift items from one of over 450 handcrafted vendors. And, of course, enjoy sauerkraut prepared in a variety of ways by over 30 nonprofit food booths. Live entertainment Saturday and Sunday at the Ohio Sauerkraut Festival, October 12th and 13th in Waynesville, Ohio. Visit sauerkrautfestival.com.
And it's time now for my music history. So here's what happened today. Back in 1962, the Beatles' debut single, Love Me Do, was released in the UK. It spent 26 weeks on the chart, peaking at number 17. Beatles producer George Martin said, when Love Me Do was released, it was the day the world changed. Today in 1966, having moved to and living in London, England, Jimi Hendrix, Mitch Mitchell, and Noel Redding played together for the first time. That was the beginning of the Jimi Hendrix Experience. Today in 1970, Led Zeppelin III was released on Atlantic Records. The album peaked at number 1 on both the UK and US charts. It has now been certified 6 times platinum by the Recording Industry Association of America for US sales in excess of 6 million copies. Whoa. Here we go. Back in 1973, Elton John released his 7th studio album, Goodbye Yellow Brick Road, under the working titles of Vodka and Tonic and Silent Movies. Talking Pictures, Bernie Taupin wrote the lyrics to the album in 2.5 weeks, with John composing most of the music in only 3 days while staying at the Pink Flamingo Hotel in Kingston, Jamaica. Goodbye Yellow Brick Road has now sold over 30 million copies worldwide and is his best-selling studio album. Today in 1975, Stevie Wonder appeared at the Wonder Dream concert in Kingston, Jamaica, a Jamaican Institute for the Blind benefit concert. Along with Bob Marley, Peter Tosh, and Bunny Wailer, the 3 original Wailers performing together for the last time. Today in the year 2000, Beatles fans across the world rushed out to buy copies of the Fab Four's autobiography. Stores in Japan and Britain opened at midnight to satisfy demand for the book, the first written by the band members. Publishers said 350,000-word volume at a cost of $43 had already attracted more than 1.5 million orders worldwide. Woo. This is up your alley. In 2011, David Cassidy filed a multi-million-dollar lawsuit against Sony, claiming he had not been paid royalties for sales of Partridge Family merchandise, which bear his image, including lunchboxes, magazines, and board games. Cassidy told CNN, "It's just a matter of being fair and doing the right thing. Just be fair, be real, be genuine, don't be greedy." Born on this day back in 1951, Bob Geldof, Irish singer, songwriter, actor, and political activist. The Boomtown Rats in 1979 had the #1 single, "I Don't Like Mondays," plus 10 other top 40 singles. Geldof was the driving force behind the Band Aid Live Aid Relief Project after seeing a BBC News report on the famine in Ethiopia. He called Midge-Ure from Ultravox, and together they co-wrote the song, "Do They Know It's Christmas?" So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed these fun facts about music history as much as I did researching and reporting it for you today. I am called the Rock and Roll Realtor because I play with the greatest classic rock band, Bluestone Ivory. You can hear us live next Friday, October 11, at Coney Island for our annual Halloween dance with J.D. Hughes. And on October 19, we'll be at Rising Star Casinos. Just go to BluestoneIvory.com for our full schedule. And we're always available for your company party, wedding receptions, and or community. If you want to say thank you, hi, happy anniversary, whatever, to your best friend, lover, wife, fiance, do it with flowers. Call Let's Flowers at 513-921-0561. Stay with us. I know you won't regret it. My guest today is Tara Jones with Robinson & Jones, a father-daughter team. They are real estate attorneys, well, many types of attorneys. Business law, you do some litigation work. You've got it all right there.
Yes.
513-523-4111. So one thing that you pointed out, Tara, was, and I've been blessed with quite a number of cash transactions this year. Cash isn't always as simple as it sounds like.
That is so true.
They think they're just going to bring their money in a bag or write a check for $185,000 and get a deed and walk out of a room.
Right. Exactly. And I understand why cash deals are attractive if you have the funds to do so. It does make, you're going to save some money on lending fees and things like that. You don't have to worry about a mortgage. But like we've been talking about today, there are some intricacies in the real estate transaction that can kind of creep up that if you don't have experience, you just wouldn't know. For example, in a cash deal, you don't have a lender to require that title search. Mm-hmm. So I recommend you either get one for yourself so that when you sign that general warranty deed, you know you're passing along good title to the seller so nothing creeps up in the future. I have a client who just reached out to me this week who's buying property in Cincinnati, and she wants to buy it right into her trust. She wants to transfer the ownership right into her trust, but she has enough money in her trust to do a cash deal. Mm-hmm. So she emailed me a list of about 7 questions, and I was able to answer all those for her and say, hey, listen, if you want me to draft this or this, let me know. I'll just quote you, a flat fee to do that. And I think you still end up saving money. But I recommend with cash deals, definitely reach out. If you have a realtor, definitely talk to the realtor about what you need to do. And I recommend at least having an attorney review the deed.
People think that, I've got cash, I'm just going to pay cash for it, and no questions asked. Well, right away, when we submit the offer to purchase, we have to provide proof of that cash within 24 to 48 hours after they accept the offer.
Sure.
Or the seller can cancel the contract. Mm-hmm. That's right in the purchase contract.
Right.
So you don't necessarily have to provide your actual banking account numbers, but you have to have your name, the banking or the entity's name on it and how much is in that account.
Right. Usually the bank will provide the seller or the buyer with a letter saying, the seller banks at this particular bank, and we can verify a manager. Yep. We can verify that there are sufficient funds to cover this purchase price.
Right. That's all you need. Mm-hmm. And then you need to follow through. And now, also in Ohio, I believe, isn't there a law that any funds over $10,000 needs to be
electronically wire transfer? Yes. So this law was put into effect a couple of years ago. Anytime more than $10,000 is changing hands, it has to be through an electronic transfer. Usually that's going through a title company's trust account or a fiduciary account. Yeah.
Right. And they can't write a check for up to over $1,000 either from their personal account.
That's right. That's right. So for example, we, as an attorney's office, and you'll see this with title companies too, we have a separate, what's called a trust account, where we hold our client's money in a separate account than my firm's operating account. And that's required under our professionalism rules. So we hold that money, and then we have to confirm that wire transfer has posted before we can then hold the closing.
Exactly. So it all has to happen before you. So, and a lot of buyers say, yeah, but I've paid my money like the day before I even get the deed and the keys. Oh, yeah.
Right.
That's the way it is.
That's exactly the way it is. Because it usually takes about 24 hours for a wire transfer to post into that bank account.
You'd think it'd happen instantaneously.
Right. You would in this day of technology, but that doesn't always happen.
No, they want to be real sure.
That's right.
And also certified funds and bank checks are not what they used to be.
That's exactly right. So certified funds, check right from your bank. While you think it should be treated as cash, it's really not the case anymore. The title companies and the law firms, sometimes I'll call the bank once that check is cashed and or into my trust account just to confirm the funds are good. So yeah, they aren't. You're right. They aren't what they used to be.
Yeah, and that puts you in a quandary when the funds aren't there.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
And that has happened before, yeah.
Especially if you close the loan and you're doing, and this is how this came about. You close everything, you hand the keys to the buyer, everybody leaves, and then that bank check takes 48 or 72 hours to clear.
That's exactly right.
You're kind of holding your breath.
Right.
I hope it's good.
That's right. That's exactly right. Yeah. So we try to avoid having that happen. Wire transfers are the best option there.
Right. Okay. Sounds great. Curtain Up, Southwest Ohio Philharmonic on November 9th at the Great Wolf Lodge. I have free tickets if anybody is interested. 513-563-1480. We do need to go away for our last break. Don't touch that dial. Next, we're going to have a little visit with Ria Davidson of the Dragonfly Foundation. You've been listening to the Rock and Roll Real Estate Hour on the flagship station for FC Cincinnati Soccer on WDJO 1480 AM, now 995 and 107.9 FM.
What if, instead of shelling out hefty fees for a few days of legal help, you paid a monthly membership and got a law firm for life? Legal Shield provides affordable, comprehensive, full-service legal and identity theft coverage. Legal Shield offers personal and business plans that cover virtually all legal contingencies. Contact Gary Rossignol, your independent Legal Shield associate, at 513-543-2513, or visit lsgaryrossignol.com. With Legal Shield, you can live life knowing you have a lawyer in your back pocket. At the same time, isn't emptying it.
Ring in the new year with the Vandells. The nation's #1 rock and roll oldies review is back with a spectacular New Year's Eve party just for you.
Hold me, hold me.
Join Stacy, Duke Todd, Mark Barnett, and Steve Moosricks, along with returning Vandells favorites Dave Chumley Brumley and Jeff Carmack, as they start 2020 with the great oldies you love.
Open up your eyes, then you'll realize, here I stand with my everlasting love.
Don't sit around this New Year's Eve. Join the Vandells at the Lawrenceburg Event Center. It's just 2 minutes from the Hollywood Casino in Lawrenceburg.
Baby, come hold me.
For tickets and information, call toll-free at 866-936-7510. That's 866-936-7510. Tickets start at just $59, where dinner and show packages start at just $94. Call your friends and bring them along for the party of the year with the Vandells. 866-936-7510.
Awareness of electrical hazards in your home is the first step to reducing dangerous shock and electrical-related home fires. Cooper Electric is a Greater Cincinnati provider of Current Safe, an in-depth test of your home's electrical system utilizing revolutionary methods of testing that offers homeowners the opportunity to detect electrical hazards before they become a problem. Trust the electrician with over 70 years' experience. Cooper Electric. Make safety a top priority in your home by having it become Current Safe. For no-cost consultation, visit cooper-electric.net.
As a jet car racer, Elaine Larson has had interesting experiences.
I hit a wall at 280 miles an hour.
While most of us don't race jet cars, we get that life comes with risk. But retirement shouldn't. Elaine purchased an annuity to secure a protected income stream for the rest of her life, so her money won't stop working when she does. Find out more at retireyourrisk.org. Brought to you by the Alliance for Lifetime Income, the sole sponsor of the 2019 Rolling Stones No Filter U.S. Tour.
The Tri-State Antique Market is Indiana's largest monthly antiques and vintage-only market. The market is always the first Sunday of the month from May through October and features at least 200 vendors selling a wide array of antique, vintage, and retro goods from a variety of time periods, including furnishings, collectibles, home and garden decor, jewelry, early Americana, and pulp culture memorabilia. Antique, vintage, and retro goods from a variety of time periods, including furnishings, collectibles, home and garden decor, jewelry, early Americana, and pulp culture memorabilia. Adult admission is just $3 at the Tri-State Antique Market, October the 6th at the Lawrenceburg Fairgrounds, 1 mile west of exit 16 from I-275 on the corner of US 50 and Hollywood Boulevard. Visit LawrenceburgAntiqueShow.com.
Get on. Let's rock the house.
Hey, we've been rocking and rolling this morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Gary Rossignol. You're listening to the Rock and Roll Real Estate Hour. My guest has been Tara Jones, 513-523-4111. And they, father-daughter real estate team, they do everything business, real estate, and a little bit of litigation. If you have any questions, call them this week. My next guest, she is one of the co-founders of the Dragonfly Foundation. And the Dragonfly Foundation, they support pediatric cancer families and patients by building a network that connects Dragonfly families to each other and the community, providing programs that enhance quality of life, enhancing programs, and partner with Children's Hospital, and they partner in psychosocial research with Cincinnati Children's Hospital Medical Center. This organization has gone from 0 to 1,000 miles an hour in the little span of 8.5 years, going on 9 years. It's incredible the work they do. They help thousands and thousands of families through what could be the most traumatic part of their time of their life. And I like to bring on my friend, the co-founder of the Dragonfly Foundation, Miss Ria Davidson.
Good morning, Gary.
Good morning, Ria. Meet Tara Jones. She's heard all about you. I don't think you guys have met yet, but you do need to hook up here one of these days soon.
I can't wait. I look forward to it.
She's a great lady, and they do a lot of good. So there's something that you two can spark a little fire and get things moving along. How's that?
That sounds good. Hi, Ria.
Hi there. It really is all about who you know and who can help you connect with people. And thank you for wanting to help us. I look forward to talking to you further.
Yes.
Great. So the Night of Courage, I know we spoke last Saturday about it, but it was too soon to even say how well it turned out. Do you have any? Still is?
I don't have the numbers yet. No, Allie was on vacation last week, and then she came back and had a family emergency. So it just seemed like one thing after another. But we are on it. We're gonna get it, and she knows we're really pushing her for that. So
we know it was successful though. We know it was successful though, right, Ria?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. No matter what, everybody had a great time, and that's part of the part of it. You want people to leave there going, wow, that was fun. I'm glad I spent my time there, and I'm glad I spent my resources helping a good organization.
Mm-hmm. And so on your radar right now, you're looking at the gala, which is going to be in February?
Yeah, February 22nd, and that's at Music Hall.
Right.
And sponsorships are going to go on sale early this week. So if people go to dragonflygala.org, probably Monday or Tuesday, they'll be able to have to go online and purchase tickets and sponsorships.
Mm-hmm. Great. I know you have your annual golf outing coming up. That'll be in April, I think.
May 11th.
May 11th,
and,
okay.
Yeah, and right now I'm at Lost Office Systems off Kemper Road with a bunch of Girl Scouts and who are going to be presenting in a kind of Shark Tank fashion, and I'm one of the celebrity judges.
Oh, wow. Okay,
So
that's where you are right now.
Morning. Yeah.
Bless your heart. She could be in Chicago. She could be in New York, and she still calls in. Is that?
I love it.
I know.
Well, I love you. I love you, Gary, for everything you've done to help us, and so grateful.
Well, we can't do enough. I just telling Tara she's going to get some. I have 10 bottles of eye drops, and Mary Jo's going to the store to get a bunch of the detergent pods that you need, and so I'm going to have a big gift box full of stuff, and I'll just wait. What we do? Bring it down to the landing.
Yeah, just bring it to the landing, drop it off there, and we're open 9 to 3 Monday through Friday.
Okay.
And just please bring it by, and please make donations too. If anybody out there can, $5, $10 a month, just make a recurring donation, help take a little bit of the pressure off, allow us to respond to urgent needs, and get some of the things that people don't donate, So, yeah.
We talk about the galas, and we talk about the Night of Courage and the golf outing, which brings in thousands of dollars, which is already spent.
It is.
You can never have an organization like yours never has enough money to do the work that you need to do. But even it's those little $5 and $10 here and there that just add up to make enough difference to help a family or a child get through a traumatic situation.
Yeah, I don't, we don't have to cure cancer at Dragonfly. What we have to do is cure the blues, and find a way to distract them from the challenges that they're going through emotionally, relationally, and practically. And that could mean a gift card, a gas card. That could mean tickets to a movie or to a sporting event or to our holiday party. And we're looking for sponsors for that. We're doing Adopt a Family coming up. I mean, there's so many things, and that's not even including when the hospital calls and says, hey, Dragonfly, can you help us with this? And that's the challenge, is that do we have the resources to always say yes? Right, sure.
And if you want to help the Dragonfly Foundation right now, ladies and gentlemen, just get out your smartphone and just text the word WINGS15 to 71777, and there a very secure website will open up, allow you to donate that $5 or $10. If you feel like it, you make it $50 or $500. It doesn't matter. They could use every dollar or two that you have extra. They can help them out. Just go and do that. Ria, thank you. I know you're at an event right now. We're going to let you go, but thanks for calling in today.
Have a great day.
I'll get Tara Jones in touch with you, and we're just about out of time. I'd like to thank Tara for coming down today at 513-523-4111. We just confirmed we didn't get through half of what we wanted to talk about, so she's going to come back in a month or so. If you miss any of the shows, you want to listen to them on the podcast, go to rockandcincy.com. That's my website. If you have a real estate question or you just want to know the value of your home, call me. I'm open for business. The Rock and Roll Realtor at rockandcincy.com. My number is 513-777-2402. Don't forget, hug your kids, call your parents, kiss your spouse every day. And tune in next week at 9 a.m. for Joe Potvin with the Design to Market. Coming up next is Wesley Adams and the Car Tech Show. And this is a live recorded version of Bluestone Ivory of one of my favorite Chicago songs. Never became a huge hit, but one of my favorites nonetheless. It's the first cut off the first album of Chicago Transit Authority. It's called Introduction.